little break from reality show. I'm going to go back to animated shows for a second, if that's all right with you folks.
Are you ready?
Sure, what do you got?
Hey, kids, are you ready for this?
Aye, aye, Captain.
Yeah, what's up?
I can't hear you.
Aye, Captain.
Captain.
Oh, who lives in a pineapple under the sea?
What?
SpongeBob.
Killing for fire.
What was that?
Sorry, I had to. That's totally coming up out of nowhere. You guys are ridiculous. SpongeBob.
Who lives in a pineapple under the sea?
Under the sea.
SpongeBob SquarePants. Whose
Sorry,
life is too long and needs to get canned.
SpongeBob SquarePants.
Okay, I know a lot of people are gonna hate me for this.
I believe in you, Bill. With this, go on. I believe in you.
Do you think people are gonna hate me for this, Justin, or no?
100% on this decision.
What was that,
This is-
Justin?
I support you 100%.
I
And
vote
listen,
second on that.
we all grew up with SpongeBob, and it's just, and not just because we're grown adults, we're too cool for this shit now. Justin and I quote this sometimes, don't we? Our favorite quote: Patrick, I don't think this bubble could get any bigger.
Nonsense.
He's moving the camera.
No!
Oh God.
And one of my favorite things is my brother and I, you know which one we quote? What are they selling?
They're selling chocolates.
What are they
What are they selling?
They're selling chocolates.
Chocolate. I remember when they first invented chocolate.
Sweet chocolate. I always hated it.
But this isn't for eating, it's for you rub it on your skin and you live forever.
All right.
Okay, but anyway, one more joke, and then I get on to why it should be canceled. When I was in college, when I transferred to the 4-year school, I remember there was this one of the guys I was friends with. He was dating one of my friends at the time, and they would always randomly quote SpongeBob. And I remember the professor's up there, and the computer wasn't working. He said, the computers are not working. And one of them said, "Did you set it to Wumbo?" And then
That's great.
And he's like, "Wait, what?" And he's like, "It's a 90s kids thing. You won't understand." And he's like, "I don't think I want to."
No,
Shout out to Professor Calder. Anyway, but yeah, this show, it's just that it's been going on for this show has probably been going on for so long. The kids who grew up, some of the kids who grew up watching this probably right now have kids of their own.
Yep.
But ironically, the show's gotten so graphic now that honestly, I wouldn't even show my kids. They're like 8 or 9.
I kind of stopped watching it because again, I'm a 20-something-year-old man with no children, so I have no point in watching it. But Justin, why would you say it's gotten graphic?
All right, so have you seen some of the more grotesque SpongeBob episodes?
The Splinter.
That's one of them.
I've seen that.
Squid Bob Tentacle Pants is a Cronenberg movie disguised as a SpongeBob episode.
It's just the
animation style has just gotten so detailed that they're showing every minute detail. Whereas if you went to that previous screen that JT was on, you would actually think that might have been at one of their cutaway scenes where they're showing something gross.
And it's just I got a couple things to say about this, and just the show has just become so mean-spirited.
Mm-hmm.
Especially one of our favorite characters,
Patrick.
At first, he was like early Homer Simpson. He was dumb, but his stupidity was, charming. And he was likable.
Now it actually looks like he goes out of his way to ruin people's lives.
Exactly. He's just...
He went from Homer Simpson to Peter Griffin.
No, he's like Peter Griffin on steroids.
Ouch. That's so true, though.
But yeah, he makes Peter Griffin look like freaking Mother Teresa. But it's just the show has just gotten so mean-spirited. Patrick is just, he's not just an idiot. He's just a bad person. And the thing is, and everybody has just been flanderized. Like, SpongeBob just loves Krabby Patties. We just talked about Patrick. Mr. Krabs just was Mr. Krabs always just loved money, or
He always loved money, but he had morals in the beginning, though.
and now he's just like the abusive boss. He's basically an abusive boss.
He is completely amoral now.
No, he made. No, there was this episode that he doesn't pay SpongeBob real money when he goes. Pearl goes, "This isn't real money." He goes, "No, it's even better. It's what Mr. Krabs pays me with. It's Mr. Krabs' wacky dollars."
Oh my God, they're making a spinoff.
We'll get to that in a sec.
Oh.
Anyway, it's just a show that used to be so charming is now just
Garbage.
it's now just garbage. And you know what the thing is? SpongeBob has basically been responsible for Nickelodeon's downfall in a way. Let me explain. Because there was some shows like Adventure Time was actually originally pitched to Nickelodeon. I don't know if you guys knew that or not.
No, I didn't.
I never really watched Adventure Time because that was a little past my time.
I've seen Adventure Time. That one. That's exactly what I was telling you about the grotesque visuals.
Like Adventure Time was originally pitched to Nickelodeon, and there were some other shows, but they rejected it because they didn't think it was bad. They thought it was good, but they thought it was going to compete with SpongeBob. That's why they release all these shitty shows, is because they're afraid, because SpongeBob is their pride and joy. And the thing is just overall how the show is run too far, and now there's spin-offs. Camp Coral, which I have not watched, I have no interest in watching, and I refuse to watch it.
Yeah, that one's more on principle.
Like, hey guys, you hear that? You know what that noise is?
Steven Hillenburg rolling his grave.
It's Steven Hillenburg rolling over in his grave. Like, may he rest in peace. But the studio just screwed him over. Even before this, like 2004, the SpongeBob SquarePants movie was supposed to be the series finale.
Yippee!
Like, when they were working on it, Steven Hillenburg was like, you know what, guys, let's call it. And they went to the executives, and here was an accurate depiction of what happened. Justin, you ready? You know what, guys? I think after the movie, we're gonna call it. I think the show's run its course. I think it's over.
But we can't end here. We're running a cash cow, and it's mooing. Listen to the musical moves of the cash cow.
But it's just at this point, and basically Steven Hillenburg basically told them, no, I think the show has run its course. I think it's time for us to end. And Nickelodeon basically told them, fine, we'll do it without you. And he came back like here and there, and then unfortunately in November 2018, Steven Hillenburg sadly passed away from ALS. May he rest in peace. But one of his suggestions, here are the three things he said. 1, don't ever show SpongeBob getting his boating license. 2, don't reveal who Pearl's mom is. I think one of them was never reveal the Krabby Patty formula. And 4, no spinoffs. The moment Steven Hillenburg closed his eyes to go to the great beyond, they were probably like, I guarantee you, the day they got the news Steven Hillenburg passed, I guarantee you the greedy bastards at Nickelodeon were probably like, guys, Steven Hillenburg died. Goes, oh, what a shame. Okay, time to start those spinoffs that he said we couldn't do, but now since he's gone, we can do them now because they started production on them like months after Steven Hillenburg died. That is like the biggest slap in the face. And
Yeah.
somebody who worked with Steven put out a tweet on, listen, this is disgusting. And I just want to say, I don't want to attack my colleagues. They're very talented. They're good people. But Steven would not want this. And listen, if they want to honor the memory of Steven Hillenburg,
They would have ended the show.
just end the show. They show one last episode, and then at the end put, for Steven, we'll miss you. Thank you for taking us to Bikini Bottom. Or something like that. And just end the show with freaking dignity. But they're not going to. Because what talks, folks?
Money.
God.
It's all about the money. Sorry, go ahead.
All these freaking people they see dollar signs. And these people should be ashamed. And like I said, the shows, are they still going to be making episodes, or are they going to be focusing on Camp Coral?
I don't know.
And I just want to also say this. I actually did get to meet Tom Kenny 5 years ago. And I probably told that story before, but he was actually, and Justin, you didn't meet him, but you were sitting with me when we got to see the panel.
Mm-hmm.
And he is, and I can only say from personal experience, he is a really nice guy.
Mm.
And when I got to meet him, I remember in front of me, there was this family who were taking their 2 young daughters to see him, and he was talking to them in the SpongeBob voice. It was adorable. It was so freaking adorable. And I get up to him and say, hey, I just want to say I grew up on SpongeBob and Rocko's Modern Life. And he goes, oh, great. I said, you were part of my childhood. He goes, well, thank you. And then I asked, who was your favorite guest star? And it was Ernest Borgnine, who played Mermaid Man. Evil! He said every time he was in the studio, he did that, we were cracking up. And I also said, this is a true story. My brother, who was a big SpongeBob fan growing up, his senior quote was, the best time to wear a striped sweater is all the time. And I told Tom Kenny that, and he goes, did he wear a striped sweater picture in his yearbook? And he goes, no, he wore a suit and tie. He goes, oh, he's going to regret that one day. And then he goes, but tell him, he goes in the SpongeBob, where he goes, tell him SpongeBob says it's a good quote. But yeah, Tom Kenny's a great guy, but it's time for this show to end. Guys, I'm sorry I got on my soapbox here. Oh, my next one, I'm really going to get on my soapbox. But
Me too.
But I'm sorry, guys. Floor is open. I'm sorry, guys. Well, did you have
Any other comments? Any other comments for the who lives in a pineapple under the sea? Whatever this guy's name is. Oh, that's right. It's SpongeBob. Any other words for SpongeBob?
Wow.
Yeah, I got this angry over SpongeBob.
Oh.
Well, I think it's, like I said, time to say goodbye to Springfield and Quahog, and I think it's time to say goodbye to Bikini Bottom.
Ravioli, give me the 4 ravioli.